Hello, my name is Rosalind and I make art. So today I wanted to finish a painting with you guys. My intention was to film the entire painting. However, I lost my camera battery charger, unfortunately, on a trip. I think I lost it in the Airbnb. I don't know. I can't find it. I had to buy some new camera battery chargers, and I had a whole fiasco at Best Buy where I bought the wrong one and then they wouldn't let me return it. It was very sad, but Amazon had them, so that's where I ended up getting them. But anyway, now I can film again, so that's why I started the painting the night before, because I was impatient to start it, and then once I got my camera charged up, I can finish the painting with you. I had the idea for this painting for a while in my head. I had an idea of a self-portrait, and I really wanted it to be really fall themed, and I had an idea of like really bright oranges, definitely in a pumpkin patch, kind of like me as like a little pumpkin goblin or like a pumpkin fairy. So this is what came out on paper, and it's pretty similar to what I had in my head, so I'm happy about that. I started the painting with Posca paint markers. That's how the orange and the greens are so bright and vibrant, and then everything that I'm doing today is with watercolor. And I wanted the background and also the details on myself to be a little bit more soft, a little more diffused, so that the pumpkins really stand out, and then there's a contrast between the pumpkins and the background and then me. I went back and forth for a little while about whether I would have a hat or not for the self-portrait, and I thought about what kind of hat I would want to have. And I know there's kind of like that strawberry shortcake pumpkin character that has that kind of pumpkin hat, and I thought of doing that, but then I remembered that I have this really beautiful Indonesian farmer hat that we actually got on our last trip to Indonesia. We saw one of our friends, gardener, and they were wearing this hat, and Gavin asked them, hey, can you please tell me where we can get one of those hats, because they're so beautiful. And the gardener left and came back a little while later with one of the hats. They went to a market nearby and they bought it for us. So I decided to use that hat as the inspiration for the hat in this self-portrait. These hats are really beautiful, and they're woven in such an intricate, gorgeous way. I really admire the craftsmanship, and they block the sun, but they also are waterproof. So they're just super practical. The only problem with them is they don't stay on your head super well. So you have to keep your head really straight while you're wearing it, otherwise it'll flop backwards. I'm trying to get into painting a little bit more. Recently, I've been doing mostly embroidery, and while I love doing that, I really missed painting. I've been playing around with a lot of things, and I'm still not sure what is the most comfortable for me and what comes to me the most easily. It kind of feels like every time I paint or draw, I'm sort of forcing a style. I'm projecting that a little bit, and everything's fine, but also I do sort of feel like I see things that I like on Pinterest or on Instagram, and then I think, oh, I'll do something like that. But I am still struggling to find what is the best style for me, what is the style that represents myself and who I am, and I'm still figuring that out. It's been a journey. So finally I finished the self-portrait with some colored pencil detailing for the pumpkins and my face and the leaves. I like to add a little bit of texture with colored pencils sometimes. Even that is kind of like a trendy style, and I'm trying to figure out if I actually like it or not. But for this, I like how it turned out a lot, and I'm very proud of it. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.
The life of Rosalind is the life